Welcome to my studio. Today I want to do a little bit of a follow-up on my last video where I talked about being an avoidant artist. I'd like to touch on a few of the strategies I've been employing that have been helping me get past that tendency to prioritize other things above my art creation, and the different methods that I've been experimenting with to get me in this seat. So let's see where the conversation takes us. If we haven't met yet, my name is Carolyn Ankdal and I'm a visual artist. I work primarily in watercolor, ink, graphite, and occasionally I'll throw in a story. I hope you'll join me. In my last video, Real Talk, I broached a topic I've been struggling with for a very long time, years in fact. I covered a lot of the challenges I wrestle with in that video, so I recommend you go back and watch it if you haven't seen it yet. This video will likely make more sense if you do. Briefly, in case you don't already know my history, I suffered trauma in my childhood home that was both aggressively unsupportive of my chosen career path and physically abusive. The indisputable message I received was that it was not safe to pursue a career in the arts. As a result, my brain is programmed to predict danger, so I delay, polish, and plan, ultimately struggling to implement the projects I keep saying I'm excited to begin, yet never quite get to. In essence, as an avoidant artist, I tend to retreat, ghost, or freeze as a result of a dysregulated nervous system. If that's not enough to contend with, I also have seasonal affective disorder. The dark, gray days of autumn and winter are especially hard for me to navigate. Rather than allow myself to remain stuck in old patterns that no longer serve me, I've been experimenting with a few pathways to disrupt them instead. By gamifying the challenge and reframing my perspective, I'm finding that it changes the dynamic and makes play more possible. Here are my top 10 strategies I'm employing on a regular basis. I won't necessarily engage with all of them every day, but I've experimented with them all and have found them to be helpful in getting unstuck. So, in no particular order. Number 1, journaling. I sit quietly every morning and do stream of conscious journaling. I find it helps me process things and plan for the day ahead. Dance. I'll put on some music with a good beat and dance until I feel the knots in my stomach dissipate. Grounding. I step outside in my bare feet, close my eyes, and stand quietly on the grass. This gets harder to do as winter approaches. Be present. I tune into the sounds and sensations around me in that moment. The bird song, the dampness of the grass beneath my feet, the warmth of the sun on my skin. Breath. I focus on my breathing. A steady, full breath in, followed by a slow, full breath out. Ritual. I'll light a beeswax candle and place it on the corner of my studio desk to serve as a signal that it's safe to create. Prayer. I'll speak a word of prayer, inviting Spirit to join me and work through me before turning to the work of sharing my heart. In addition, I've been making a point of prioritizing my art creation with dedicated studio time set aside every morning. Even if all I do is tidy up during those hours, that's okay. I'm also doing my utmost to reduce the time I spend on social media. The inevitable feelings of comparison and pressure to perform that arise is soul-destroying, not to put too fine a point on it. And finally, and perhaps the most important, sleep. I go to bed early and do my best to get a minimum of 8 hours of sleep a night. So those are the primary strategies I'm focusing on with a pretty high degree of success. I hope these suggestions are of value to you. Thanks for being here. I love you. See you again soon.